a shotgun, they go to the ground. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular. Layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
With the catch, it's Clement. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Illinois can be aggressive here on second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll get him on the ground, but not before Illinois picks up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Under fire. Right on target this time. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Illinois looking to pay things off on first and goal. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown Illini. And they strike first. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man,
It's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Grab behind the line. It's Bullock. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. Bringing the heat. Intercepted deep in his own end. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those old linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Jaguars! Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost a race.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. We're all tied up, and they'll try to get it right back. They're going for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Third and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop, and you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for it all. And the timing just a hair off.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. Timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Tries again to get it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They've got the screen set up. Touchdown, fighting Illini. A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
And the Jaguars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, no secret what he needs here.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Illinois. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Gibbs. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Unloads it left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Bullock. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to adjust the pattern. Off play action. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Jaguars will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away on fourth down. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Wants to throw. It's Altmaier. Completes it in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Arkin. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Arkin. Great pick pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes the heat. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You can tell the pressure starting to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
No good. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Takes the handoff. It's Bullock. Oh, he's got some space. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. The Jaguars with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Gets it out fast. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, the missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Gonna short pass to the tight end. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. From the gun, give on the inside. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. And they won one right there, getting to the quarterback.
He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Illini.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He fires one deep over the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. And the Jaguars will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Finds a little space. Oh, and after the big gain, the breaks into the open. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Gets it past the marker. It's a seam wide open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Picked off.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Trying to take it back. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Fighting Illini using that big run to get momentum going. To the ground. He's got it again. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. Trying to stay on the field.
The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Touchdown, Illinois! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
The Jaguars line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. They want to throw it. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
The Jaguars will line up. Oh, trickeration, he wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Altmaier. Under fire. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Illini. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great...
What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to the home of the USF Bulls, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a squad from the American, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Brown will throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They're going to ride this running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
From the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on fourth down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Bulls are on the move. Rides to back and leaves it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
From the gun, the ground game. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on hat to go get that first.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Give to the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down.
Turning it on. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Morton. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Douglas. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got enough for the first. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He breaks the tackle. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Got the quick pass. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then
he's going for the goal line. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Takes the grab. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Now on first down from the 28. Brown wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They've already converted a 4th down here in the first quarter, and they'll try it again. Moves around to clear up the vision. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Morton. Pulls it in, it's Virgil. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback.
Lined up. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down.
And I love the greediness of the coach right here. Now, I don't want to field goal. I want to get a touchdown. They pull the trigger. They call the fake. And most importantly, they pull the daggum thing off.
And to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Brown will throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. He's got it down the left side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll operate out of split backs. Brown wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions.